The Movo X1 is designed to work with any camera, and it's got all the accessories you need in the box to use it with a DSLR, use it with an iPhone, or record with a computer using the USB out on it. So in this video, we're going to test the sound quality of this microphone, talk about the features it has, and discuss if it might be the right microphone for you. I do want to say Movo sent me this microphone for free for purposes of making this video. They got no input in this content. This is just my opinion of the microphone, and the sound quality that we're getting is from the microphone right now. So I'm currently running it directly into my Lumix S5 IIX camera mounted on the top, and I've got the gain somewhere around halfway up on it, and we've got the S5 IIX gain turned down considerably. So this microphone looks a lot like the Rode VideoMic NTG, and it has a built-in battery on it, so you're going to get really high quality, high headroom sound out of it. It's got a USB-C port that you can either use to recharge the microphone, or it also has a feature where you can plug it directly into any USB class compliant device, and you can record straight out of the USB port on it, which is very handy for using it with a phone, a tablet, or a computer if you need to have really good sounding audio. It also has features like both an 1/8" jack and a headphone jack on the side of the microphone. So if your camera doesn't have a headphone jack, you can still monitor sound just by plugging directly into the microphone. Then on the back of the microphone, you have the big volume knob, which I love anytime a microphone has that, because you don't have to get into your camera's menus to adjust the gain once you start recording. So that is so handy to have the volume knob on the back. There's also a couple of other really great features within it. You can record a safety channel, which will lower the volume of one side of it. So if you clip audio, then you have a backup audio track that you can use in post. There's also 2 levels of low cut, so you can either cut at 75 hertz, which is what I would typically recommend leaving it at just to get rid of any low and rumble, or you can boost it up to about 150 hertz, which will do a better job at getting rid of even more wind noise. And then there's also a high shelf boost, so you can use that if you need to get a little bit more presence out of the microphone. Also, there's a 20 decibel pad that you can access as well, and it's very easy to use these with the 2 buttons that are on the top of this microphone. Movo also includes a variety of accessories with this. There is a windscreen, a dead cat, you get the shock mount, there's a handle, and there's a mini tripod that you can use it with as well, which is really handy for recording with the USB mode on it. Also, it comes with a TRS to TRS cable, a TRRS to TRS cable, USB cable, and there's even an XLR adapter too. So you got all the adapters and cables you need to use this with pretty much any device on the market. It all comes in a very nice but also large case. So the X1 is the full-size version of the X1 Mini, and you get much better sound quality out of it because of the battery that's built in, so it doesn't have to use plug-in power from the camera. Although it does also turn itself off and on with your camera too, which is a really nice feature that they added with it. I also felt like the sound I was getting out of this sounded pretty natural, a lot like my voice, but the sound you're going to get out of a supercardioid shotgun microphone like this is going to depend on your proximity to the microphone. So right now I'm about 18 inches to 2 feet away from the microphone, but in a second we'll test what happens when you go farther away and when you get closer up to the microphone as well. Here's a sound test of me as close to the X1 as possible. Here's a sound test of me about 2 feet away from the microphone. Here's a sound test of me about 3 or 4 feet away from the microphone, so that you can see the sound is probably starting to get a little bit more distant now. Here's a sound test of me talking directly into the microphone, and now we're going to turn the microphone to the side so we can see the off-axis rejection from this. And now we pointed the microphone in the complete opposite direction, so you can hear the difference in the sound quality you're going to get out of this as you start to spin it towards you or away from you. Check 1, 2. Movo also promises a battery life of about 20 hours with this microphone, and unfortunately the battery is not user serviceable, so that's a disappointment that you can't swap out the battery if it ever loses charge over time. The Movo X1 comes in at about $160 or $170, which is a pretty good price for a microphone like this, especially when you compare it to the competitors. You get tons of adapters and cords in the box, really good sound quality, good side and back axis rejection, and it's just a nice microphone that, depending on your use case, it can do a really good job. I will say the thing I noticed the most about this microphone is it sounds the best when you're as close to it as possible. It will also still pick up some room noise even though it rejects sound from the sides. So just know, to get the best possible sound quality out of any microphone like this, you need to be planning on being up close to the microphone. So if you're just going to try and be really far away from the microphone and get sound quality, you're probably not going to like the sound that you're going to get out of it. So overall, I really recommend the Movo X1 for anyone who's looking for a great microphone that has really good sound quality, is very simple to use, but also has some advanced features like the low cuts, the high boost, the safety channel that are really going to help you to capture great sounding audio. If you're interested in buying the Movo X1, I do have links to buy it in the description below. If you got any other questions about this microphone, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear them. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content.